Big Russian investigation going on, as you just mentioned.
So we're joined this morning by Congressman Andy Biggs, a Republican out of Arizona's 5th Congressional District. Congressman, thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be with
Good
you.
to see you. So you've been on the job a little over a year now. Freshman Congressman. What are your thoughts? Is it what you expected, the job?
You know, the legislating part's about what I expected, but it's an incredible honor to serve. It's an incredible place to serve. There's a lot of discord, but there's also a lot of positive things, and I think long term we can have a positive aspect, and that's the way I'm looking at it.
I think it's got to be tough too on these 2-year cycles. Do you feel like you're always campaigning?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I believe it.
Yeah, there's no rest. I mean, you come back here, and this is good. We're in a work week period right now, so there's a lot of work to get out and catch up on what we might have missed, maybe with constituents, but you also have to campaign while you're here.
Yeah,
right?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the budget first, because that's kind of fresh on everyone's mind, I think. Your thoughts on that?
I think the problem with it is when we look at our grandkids, we just added probably $800 billion to the debt which will easily get to $22 trillion by the end of this year.
Because we're not paying off any of our debt right now, right? We're just adding to it.
Exactly. We're just paying interest on that debt, which is the problem. And so when we just keep growing spending, this is the largest growth in spending bill in probably a decade. And so when that happens and you're not bringing in the revenue, although we're having record revenue,
right?
But if you're outspending your revenue, you just keep adding to that debt and deficit that we're going to have to be responsible for.
It's like credit card spending in your own personal life. You know, I just got a raise, but guess what? I'm spending even more.
Yeah.
And do you find it difficult that, you know, in power now, you have the presidency, you have the House, you have the Senate, and yet we're still seeing these huge spending bills?
Right. If I had more hair, I'd just pull it all out. It's just amazing to me. But I think what happened here is the Senate has a 60-vote rule. I don't want to get to the nitty-gritty, but that means that there's 9 people that always control it, because you have 51 R's and 49 D's. So 9 people will always control that in the Senate.
Real quickly, if you can, because Troy was chatting about this morning, the comparison, the analogy you gave with the dollar bills in the state of Arizona, just to help our viewers kind of give them some perspective.
Yeah, you're going to basically, you could paper over the whole state with dollar bills of debt.
You're kidding.
Yeah, no, so that's the
entire state of Arizona, if you laid out dollar bills flat.
Yeah, pretty close, pretty close. Yeah.
Are we ever going to pay that off? I mean, realistically?
It will be paid off in ways that we don't like. I mean, you can inflate the currency,
but that hurts everybody. That
hurts
your savings less, right?
Yeah, that's right. It impacts your savings, and people on fixed incomes will be hurt. It's on down the road.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful that we can, but the only way you can do it is if you start reducing your spending, because we're having record tax revenue. So reduce your spending, and you have a chance to maybe catch up little by little, and it's going to be a multi-generational way to do it.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Troy, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for taking some time with us this morning.
My
Appreciate
pleasure. Have a good trip back to Washington. Thanks for being here. All right, coming up next.